Alright, let's see what we'll be reviewing today. Oh Lord, no. Oh, sweet baby Father, Heaven, God, Jesus, Snow. What's up, everybody? It's Luke James, not the singer. If you're an indie artist looking for an album review and some promo, you can hit up Luke at redmattersite.com. And what I have for you boys and girls today is my review for Tyga's newest mixtape, Fuck What They Talkin' About. Now, I already reviewed his album from earlier this year called The Gold Album, and just like a lot of other people, I think that's going to be one of the worst projects of 2015 come the end of the year. So there's no way he could do worse than that, right? Right? Anybody? He did worse. But I gotta be honest, there are a couple of positive moments here on this tape, so let's get into those ones first. The song Turbans is just an all-out trunk slapper, where Tyga puts on his hoodie like a turban before riding out on his enemies. And on the song Glitta, we get a really cool beat that kind of reminds me of old school Nintendo. So I thought both of these tracks were cool, but they weren't really anything out of the ordinary either. And really, the beats on this mixtape do most of the heavy lifting, because Tyga's basic content isn't really made interesting in any sort of way. But then again, he does do some weird shit with his vocals on a couple of songs, so I guess that's interesting in the sense that it wasn't expected. On the song Bustin' Out the Bags, he's bragging about money, models, his rollie, all that type of shit, in a voice that sounds a little more raspy than usual. And then on Master Sweet, he sounds like a teenager who's having a really rough time with puberty. Or if you're familiar with the Canadian rapper Harvey Stripes, he sounds a lot like him. He's just rapping kinda like this. And again, he's on that braggy shit, and this time he's bragging about watching his bitch masturbate. 'Cause he's romantic. And a gentleman. One of the most annoying things about this album, though, is how Tyga spends a lot of it complaining about people trying to put scandals on him and people talking shit about him, and yet he doesn't really fully seem aware of the stupid shit that he says and does. And I'm not saying that he has to answer to anybody because it's his life and he has been very successful, but a little bit of self-awareness would be nice here. Take, for example, the song Scandal, where he says that he's the reincarnated Michael Jackson, and says that everybody out there is just trying their hardest to put scandals on him. But as far as I know, I don't think anybody made him date a 17-year-old while he was in his mid-20s. So I mean, come on, you gotta take a little bit of responsibility for the shit that you do and say. That's just how life works. And unfortunately, where he's famous, people are gonna be talking shit, because that's just how it works. I'm not saying it's right and that people should be trying to bring everybody down, but it's kind of how the game goes. And speaking of Tyga saying things that are kind of questionable, I think by now everybody already heard his dirty sex bars about Kylie on the song Pleaser, which was on the Gold album. But he's at it again on this mixtape on the song called Stimulated, where he says, and I quote, I'm putting in, I'm penetrating, I'm getting big, she's stimulated. Alright, it's okay so far, kinda. They say she young and I shoulda waited. She a big girl dog when she stimulated. I'm sorry, man, but that shit is just creepy. That shit is just really damn creepy. I mean, this is some Jared Fogle type of shit. He's probably gonna be banging this song in jail. And also getting banged in jail. But anyway, there's really not too much more for me to cover here, but I will say that that brokenbitter.com skit is pretty damn funny, and I'm sure he's going to think that I need to visit that site after I'm done with this review. But I saved the worst for last. The song Ice Cream Man, it's a serious contender for the worst rap song of 2015. Unless you want to hear Tyga rap using a bunch of sexual ice cream innuendos, referring to himself as the ice cream man who sucks and fucks chunky monkeys and hungry hippos who like the twirly swirly or swirly twirly. And I'm not making that shit up. You think that I'm just exaggerating, but I'm not. Go to Rap Genius and read the lyrics. Or if you're brave, listen to the song. If you're really damn brave. So to wrap this up, I think Tyga is going to have 2 entries on my top 10 worst list of 2015, which I guess that's kind of an accomplishment, right? I mean, hey, not anyone else is going to do that, unless actually maybe Chief Keef, but Tyga seems like a shoo-in to win the double whammy Luke James I don't really like your music too much this year award. But to be fair, if you like this shit, I can understand why you do. It's just some fun party music that's explicit and some of the beats are alright, but there just wasn't really anything here that excited me, and even the songs that I kinda like, I'm not gonna revisit and I'm not gonna keep them and put them into my regular rotation. There just wasn't anything that I found to be great on this tape, and there's nothing overly inventive or interesting going on either. But that's just what I thought about it and why I have it at a 2 out of 5. But hit me up in the comments section to let me know if you guys like this mixtape. And as usual, do all that good YouTube and social media stuff, where you like my videos, you share them, you follow me on Twitter, you retweet the videos, and you especially subscribe to my channel. We're close to 6,000 already, and at 7,500, I'm gonna do another FAQ. So thank you for watching and supporting the channel, everybody. I'll see you next time.